before we invite Pastor Rick up, I do have something that's pretty sad to share with the church. Some of you know this, have heard this. Some of you may be hearing this for the first time, but a man who's been with us from almost the very beginning, year one of the most faithful volunteers I've ever met. Matter of fact, since August of 2020, this man has checked in to serve 307 times since August of 2020. Just this past week, doing what he loves, traveling the world. Curt Good, some of you know him. If you don't know him, maybe you've seen his face around. He's served in every ministry, production, greeter, behind cameras, in youth ministry, everywhere. Curt Good's been everywhere. And this week, while traveling, he got sick, and very quickly the sickness just progressed, and he passed away this week, far away from here. And man, I know there's a lot of people who are grieving, just as Katie and I have been. Our team has been grieving all week. Curt would travel the world. He would go and visit missionaries that we support, and then he'd find out who they were connected to, and he'd say, well, if you're connected to them, I'm going to go visit them too. And he would go to different missionaries' homes, and he would capture their ministry. He would film their ministry and help them promote their ministry, and just did so much incredible work for the church. And Pastor Rick's going to preach a message in a moment called The Cost of Loving Your Church. And one of the costs of loving your church is when you love your church, when somebody like Curt passes so quickly and unexpectedly, it's a burden that we carry. And as Pastor Rick and I were talking yesterday, he said to me, he goes, what if you didn't just honor Curt, but what if you honored all the volunteers who maybe you serve once a week, maybe you serve once a month, maybe you serve in a capacity where you feel like not many people really know what you do. I just want you to know, first of all, heaven sees, heaven knows, God sees, God knows. Every little thing we do for the kingdom matters. Amen. You are making a difference. And I feel like if you feel like you've not been seen, you need to know we see you, God sees you, we care, we honor you, we celebrate you, we're grateful for you. And church at Polaris and Hilliard, can we just put our hands together? Can we really honor every single volunteer? Come on, y'all can do better than that. This is how we get to do what we do. How we get to go around the world and preach the gospel. Thank you for your giving. Thank you for your sacrifice. Thank you for your faithful service to the kingdom. You are making a difference. You are making heaven full, and we are grateful. We are so grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Y'all just stay standing because I'm going to introduce my pastor to you. Stay standing at Polaris. If you're not standing already. I met my pastor 14 years ago. I was a young, soon-to-be church planter. I had no idea what it would take to plant a church. And I found myself being trained at Pastor Rick's church in